Hey, what's up, volleyball community? Hope you guys are doing well. Hari from Wonder of Volleyball here, and welcome to my corner of the internet. In this channel, you'll be getting to know about all things volleyball. Like and subscribe, and let's get into today's video. You love to see your child play volleyball, and who doesn't want their child to play the sport that they like? You, as a parent, determined to do whatever it takes to see your child succeed in volleyball, and you've landed on this video to learn about all the key things you need to know in order to support your child the right way. If this is the case, don't skip and watch the video till the end. Before we move any further, here's an interesting fact about volleyball. In the initial days, players used a basketball to play volleyball, and in 1900s, William G. Morgan introduced balls made out of rubber. Initially, basketballs were too heavy for the players and they were moving pretty slow in the air, and that prompted a change in balls, and now we see the modern volleyball slightly smaller in nature and it moves across in the air pretty swiftly. With that fact, let's jump straight into the video. Everybody tries to do their job well. This is pretty important to know. You need to understand that everybody involved in the match tries to do their job, be it players, coaches, or referees. Sometimes you may not agree with the coach's decision, and other times you may have a different view to an umpire's call. The immediate response you'll get from your mind is to yell at them. But before you take that route, ask these questions to yourself. Is it the right way to disagree? Will this action affect my child? What am I trying to project to my child, the coach, the referee, and my child's team members through this action? Almost always, yelling is not the proper form of disagreeing at all. This is applicable to being volleyball parents and in life as well. Encourage your child to enjoy playing volleyball. Winning, losing, and doing everything to succeed in volleyball is pretty important. But how your child is going to move towards success if they aren't enjoy playing volleyball? So continuously encourage your child to enjoy playing volleyball. How do you do that? Here are some pointers to consider. Making sure to explain the fun aspects of playing volleyball. Ensuring that your child is healthy in both physical and mental side of things. Creating and maintaining a clean and positive environment. Helping your child to acquire a healthy and fair competitive attitude, improving and building their overall self-esteem, being supportive in all their decisions, creating and building a solid relationship with everybody involved in your child's team. One of the best things you can do as volleyball parents is to create and build a strong relationship with everybody involved in your child's team. This includes coaches, referees, apart from their team players. Firstly, it helps to strengthen the connection between you, your child's team members, coaches, and referees. Secondly, it helps you to understand the overall development of your child in volleyball as a player, their health condition to continue playing volleyball, and take steps to improve if needed, the areas that they need to improve as a player, and many other things. When you have a strong relationship with your child's team coach, it helps you to get solid information that will enable you to being a supportive volleyball parent. Also, if you have a solid relationship with everybody involved in the team, it helps your child in so many indirect ways. These days, creating a solid relationship with everybody involved in your child's team is pretty simple in most instances, but continuously building and maintaining it requires a significant amount of work, like everything in life. Teaching your child to play volleyball safely amidst the excitement and enthusiasm of playing volleyball, your child may not consider the safety methods to play volleyball. They may not also be aware of the fact that there is a high chance that they can get injured. So, keeping your young athlete child injury free and fit physically is pretty important to make them play the whole volleyball season. Injuries are part and parcel of playing sports, but getting injured frequently when playing sports isn't fun for anybody involved. So, teaching your child some safety tips when playing volleyball will prevent them from getting avoidable and unwanted injuries. Here are some pointers to consider. Ensuring that your child wears proper gear when playing volleyball. Replacing a particular piece of gear as and when needed, and when it becomes out of shape or unusable. Learn to be relaxed before a match. There is no doubt that your child will be nervous before a volleyball match, irrespective of whether they are playing for some time or they just got started. You'll add to that if you're unable to be relaxed before a match. This leads your child to not perform up to the mark during the actual match. No parent wants that to happen, right? So how do you stay relaxed before your child's volleyball match? Here are some critical points to consider. Talk to your child honestly and reassure them that they'll perform well during the match. Don't presume what your child thinks about a match and ask them directly. Talk to your child about their strengths, positives, and their recent good performances. Reward your child before and after the match, no matter what the result is. Remind your child what's going well and how they are improving every day. Sometimes the match doesn't go well as your child wants to, or they didn't perform well on that particular day. In those instances, it's very easy to get anxious and point out the mistakes. In other times, you would completely brush the mistakes under the carpet and try to console your child in order to calm their mind. But they know deep down that you aren't happy with the outcome or their performance. It isn't going to be a nice feeling after that, isn't it? Instead of taking those routes, what you can do is to remind your child things that went well during the match and the positives that they can take out of it. It would ease their worry a little. Celebrate your child's victories and losses. We are hardwired to celebrate victories and ignore losses. This is applicable for both volleyball and in life. But ask any successful athlete and they'll tell you that they have learned critical lessons in both victories and losses. Victories and losses are part of playing sport, and when you celebrate victories and ignore losses completely, you're setting a wrong example as a volleyball parent. So, how do you celebrate both these aspects of playing volleyball? I don't have to say much about celebrating wins. We all know how to do that. So let's jump straight into the other side of the coin. Reward your child for showing up and trying to the best of their abilities. Ask your child to share their feelings and remind them about all the good things that they have done during the match. Understand their frustrations and say to them, I love you no matter what the outcome is, and it'll be such a helpful aspect for their overall emotional growth. Show your child that feeling disappointed after a loss is pretty natural, and at the same time, make sure to explain to them that they won't be there forever. Encourage your child to think that they have done their best and guide them towards looking forward to the next match. Being a parent of a volleyball player isn't easy. I completely agree with that. But if you ask me, is it worth the effort, time, and every other thing that goes along with it in terms of being a volleyball parent? Then my answer would be absolutely yes. It's 100% worth it. I really hope that you've taken some important pointers and they are useful to you in order to be a successful, supportive, and helpful volleyball parents. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to Wonder of Volleyball if you haven't already. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye for now and take care.